Alright, so last Saturday was a pretty sad day. We were doing the tune on the new camshaft. I put a Raylar BP203 and roller rockers into the big block 496 here. And I probably have 5,000 kilometers onto it now. And Saturday we were doing a couple pulls. And next thing we lost all oil pressure. The lifter started hammering. So I shut it off. What else do you do, right? We towed it home with the old little square body. I pulled the intake off here, that aluminum piece, and I checked out there's a worm gear on the back side that rides on the camshaft to turn the oil pump. I figured that was destroyed because it was the only thing I messed with, but I got it all apart, looked good. So I started scratching my head like, is the oil pump gone or what? So when I pulled the worm gear out, you could actually stick a screwdriver down in and turn the oil pump, and it felt like it was working. There was a little bit of tension onto it when I turned it, so I said, well, I can't get the oil pan off without a major procedure. So we drained the oil out. When I drained the oil out, I stuck a air wand into the hole. And I blew it out for probably a minute or so, hoping that maybe if the screen was plugged it might help free it up or whatever. And we put the top end back together here, and I put probably a liter of ATF right into the engine oil before I did anything, because I knew the lifters were dry from when I shut it off. And ATF, I don't know, I just have good luck with it, so it's just something I do. So anyhow, we filled it up with oil. I jumped in the truck. I basically said, here goes nothing. And I'm still kind of baffled. And not sure if this is going to be a long-lasting thing or if it's going to happen again, but as you can see, we have oil pressure, and it's hammering and smashing. So it doesn't have a lot at idle. It was like that before, but as soon as you touch it, and my needle never reacted like that before either, so really not sure what happened. I didn't take the piece out of the back of the block like everybody tells you to do, because I didn't think that was a problem. The sensor's obviously working if it's reading pressure, so why mess with it? But just kind of scared me where I just put a new camshaft in and roller rockers and boomo, all the oil pressure's gone magically. But to say the least, we were driving it very, very hard, the high RPMs and whatnot. So anyway, hopefully if this happens to you, you don't blow your Chev up, and just try changing the oil first, because, well, it worked for me. The plunger's known to stick in the oil pumps when you rev them hard sometimes, so just a guess, that's probably what happened, hopefully. Anyway, if it messes up again, I'll make another video. 160,000 kilometers, 8.1 Allison.